Massive global data download. The worldwide celebration is starting soon. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video, and Global Dokkan and JP Dokkan, for that matter, just released a massive data download that sort of lends itself to everything that's going to be coming here for the worldwide celebration in just a few short days when the countdown kicks off. So shout out to Proton10MG over here on Twitter, or I guess X now if you want to call it. We're going to use his compilation here to go over some of the big key things that basically put the nail in the coffin for not only the theme but what to expect. So let's kick things off with the big thing here. Where is it? We have the login screen. 7 days to the start of the campaign, right? So we got 7-day login screens until the beginning of the campaign. So this will be running during the pre-countdown campaign, right, that they do every year before the start, and it basically more or less chronicles Trunks' journey, right? It starts with him and future Gohan to the death of Gohan, right, him killing Frieza on day 5, Trunks and Vegeta on day 4, and then if we click over here, right, okay, returning to his own timeline, defeating Cell, and finishing off on day 1, the day before the start of the worldwide celebration, the introduction to the Goku Black arc. So this is very interesting, right? This more or less, as we saw from the V-Jump link, confirms that Dragon Ball Super is at least heavily part of the worldwide download campaign, more or less, meaning we're going to see characters from the Goku Black arc, right? Especially considering this this chronicles Trunks' journey. So I mean, to me, this kind of really heavily implies that, you know, the theme is centered around Trunks and his journey to the confrontation with Goku Black. Now, as far as what the LRs could be, we still have no idea, right? I'm going to guess that Trunks is involved somewhere, whether the part 1 or part 2 LRs. Probably one of them is Trunks, I'm going to assume, considering how much they're heavily influencing him. And I did want to point out, now this could be absolutely nothing, but I did notice, right, this Goku Black thing here, this is actually the art from, right, all of these are all existing arts, right? Nothing here is anything new, but like this Goku Black specifically, it's a frame from the Int 1 super attack frame, but in the Int 1 he doesn't have the Potara earrings, he's not wearing it, but he does here. Now this could be nothing, just kind of me looking into things, but not only does he have the Potara earring here, he's specifically it's accentuated, right? Like there's attention being drawn to it. Now it could be nothing, but could be a hint at a merge Zamos could possibly be coming, or, as everybody is expecting, possibly Vegito Blue again. Who knows? Time will tell. We should be getting the reveals within a week to a week and a half, right? So we should know very soon what the reveal units are going to be. But either way, that's neither here nor there, because we'll address that when it comes. What we're here to see are the things that are coming. So thanks to the data download, obviously we know we're getting the Krillin Easy A here tomorrow. This will be kind of difficult. I may actually put a guide out on this one because so far as I can tell, Global didn't get the update for him, so he's actually going to be pretty difficult, so I may actually put a guide out on how to beat him. Now, moving on, these are the big things. So once the countdown kicks off, we don't have an exact date, right, but I'm going to assume the celebration is starting 26th or 27th, so sometime within sometime within the next week or so, we should be seeing the 7-day countdown begin, and we will be getting, I'm actually going to say like within 2 to 3 days we should see, because if you take a look over here, I actually think I pulled it up on my Twitter. Let's go over here, profile. Yeah, here it is, right? If you notice in game, a bunch of events are returning soon. They usually do that when they're about 3 days out. So I'm going to assume the countdown is starting in about 3 days. So when that 3 days hits, we're going to get the first of the Ultimate Red Zones, the new Dismal Future Ultimate Red Zone. The first 2 stages are going to be Android 17 and 18 and First Form Cell. Now, you'll notice that these are not guaranteed SSR tickets. These are like the initial... these are like the initial tickets for the first set of red zones we got back during 7th year anniversary, right? So non-GSSR. There'll be LRs on the banner though, and hopefully we get to see what those will be soon. Now, I'm going to assume that throughout the campaign they're going to add more and more missions to get more and more tickets, and possibly a guaranteed featured SSR tickets like they had for last year's Worldwide. Those will just come towards the end once we've gotten all the stages. We also have confirmation on the Worldwide Celebration tickets, right? These are the new tickets. These should be dropping at the same time as the campaign, and specifically the Countdown campaign. And we know this because here, if we look at last year's Countdown campaign, they started handing out tickets as soon as the Countdown campaign started, which means we should also be getting the ticket banner as soon as that campaign starts, right? Oh, sorry, correction. We will get in the stone banner. Oh, no, it is tickets. Yes. Okay, I was correct. The ticket banner will be live then, and then once they hand out the next piece, right, these stones here, the Memorial Dragon stones, which are usually handed out at the end of the countdown when the celebration starts, you will be able to purchase more tickets and do more ticket summons on these banners. And if you remember, these banners are, pretty decent. I think, like we said before, they are going all the way up to the Tech Pan or the Resurrection of F Blues, so definitely a good shot to pick up some cards that you were missing. So we have confirmation on the tickets and the Celebration Summon Memorial Dragon stones. We also have now confirmation that this Dokkan field mechanic is a worldwide mechanic, meaning that one of the units coming through here on the Worldwide Celebration is going to have some kind of field mechanic, right? So like we use the example like a Goku Black who opens up the Goku Black Rift, and that's like the field mechanic. Could also be, right, we saw in the V-Jump, there's that free-to-play Trunks that's coming. Usually when they introduce a new mechanic, they usually give it up to a free-to-play character also. So that free-to-play Trunks may also have this field mechanic, but we'll have to see. But, being that it is now in the global data download, it's pretty safe to assume that the worldwide units are going to have something to do with this new mechanic. We also have confirmation on the line thing. Now, this is really, really interesting because I don't think line is a thing that's really used outside of Japan. So this is really, really interesting. So I know, I don't think in the United States, people don't mostly use these type of communication apps, but I know in other countries there's things like WhatsApp, and and even in some places I've seen that they focus on using Facebook Messenger, right? But this is interesting because to my knowledge, Line is not something that's big here in the United States. But if it is where you're at, let me know in the comments down below. This is a new thing that I have not much experience with, but nonetheless, JP got this, and they got 70 stones from this, being that this is in the data download. Now, there is no official start time on this, so we don't know when it's coming, but at some point they're going to activate this, and us here on Global can get the 70 stones from from completing the tasks that they require of you to link your line account. So when that comes, we will definitely go over it. Otherwise, you know, there's not much else here. There's just story and map assets for various different stages, story stages, right? The Easy A for the GT Goku support memory, Dr. Wheelo untranslated assets, Turles untranslated assets, which more or less just kind of confirms that, you know, these guys are all coming here soon. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to assume that they added these guys to the Data Downlod, that Turles is probably the post-worldwide Dokkan Fest, and if I'm not mistaken, they also added the Omega and the Super Saiyan 4 Goku to the download as well. Yeah, if we look here kind of at his overview sheet, we can see all of their untranslated assets. So very, very interesting, pretty big day to download, a lot of stuff to be added to global so early, right? Does look like we are getting some new equips. Unsure if these are the ones, the new... Yeah, I don't think there was another new stage, right? If I remember correctly, for the Goku campaign, there wasn't one. For Turles campaign, there weren't unique equips, so... yeah. I think these are new equips that we should be seeing during the campaign, so very, very nice. We also have the trade jewel here I didn't mention, right? The Bluestone 13. So this one, I think now it gets you up to the 120s in a few of the categories, if I remember correctly, from Golden Week. So very, very nice. Lots of stuff coming. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the countdown campaign and everything that comes with it, right? If we look at last year, there was a lot of stuff. We had the Guru's campaign return. We did have that whole Scout campaign going on. I don't know if they're going to do that again. The Ginyu Fighting Force pose thing where you get 7 extra stones. We do have a new one. It's like, not really sure why it's not here in the assets, but there is a new login campaign. It's Goku and Piccolo when they're picking the cabbages at the beginning of the Goku Black Arc, right? So there is that. That'll get us 7 extra stones every day if you actually get lucky. And then like they had all these other events returning, and you know, so there's a lot to come. There's a lot to grind if you're somebody who's newer to the game. So there's a lot you can do during the countdown campaign to get ready. And as that countdown campaign kicks off, I will be putting out guides for farming super attacks for the various units that are available on that Dual Dokkan Fest ticket banner, as well as farming guides for units that should be available on the Dual Dokkan Fest LR banners when those drop. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all of that. But that's it for the Data Downlod. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, what are you most excited for coming up with this countdown campaign as it starts here in just a few short days? Let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.